welcome back, everybody, to Jiu-Jitsu Sisterhood. I'm your host, Ashley.
And I'm your co-host, Edelia. And before we get started with everything, let me remind you to follow us on all our platforms. We're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, and on TikTok. Not TikTok. We're Jiu-Jitsu Sisterhood across all platforms today. But what we're really excited about is today's guest,
which is Heather Jo Clark. Say hello.
Hi. Are we looking here? Are we looking here? Where are we?
No, you just look at the camera.
You can look at us. You can look at the camera. Yeah, look at the camera. Look at us, cool. Really. Yeah, I'll probably be looking at you for the most part.
Yeah.
But every now and again, I like to talk to them. Yeah. Like, hey, guys.
Hi, guys.
But, so yeah, she plugged everything in. Okay, so that's out of the way. Let's get this interview started.
Yes.
Very excited. I met Heather at a women's open mat that we hosted, and that's where I got to meet one of our local black belts, which is awesome because they're very rare to begin with. So I guess just to get them a little information about who you are, I'll give a little, I guess, the 3 things that we have.
Yeah.
Just to start it easy. Okay. So she's a black belt, as I just said. She's the owner and head coach of 10th Planet Boca Raton. And it's really exciting because she moved over here from like Denver, right? So tell us a little bit about like the whole journey leading up to all of that, pretty much. Because you also did Pro MMA.
Yep.
Tell us everything.
Okay, so if I could shorten it down to maybe a few minutes, I started doing MMA. So I did striking as a kid. I did some boxing, kickboxing, and stuff as a kid. So that was kind of and karate, and then. In 2008, I had just moved back from Hawaii. I was living in Maui for a couple years. Yeah, and I was running a surf school, and I was like surfing every day.
A surf school?
So
you know how to surf?
I do.
That is so cool. I tried it. It was very fun, but it was not successful.
Yes, it takes a lot of practice. And I was longboarding.
So then you were a surf instructor?
I was I surf instructor, but I was also the photographer. I ended up running the school. So it started off just as I just had the photography contract with the school, and then I started running the school, and then there'd be times where, when I'm running the school, their instructors didn't show, so because the surf was good that day, right? So I had to end up getting out in the water and teaching.
Sorry, gotta catch the waves. No teaching today.
So I had to teach, so I had to do it all. But at times. But then I moved back to LA, and I started doing photography more, and I'd moved back to LA to do more acting. I have a bachelor's in theater, so I thought, I gotta oh shit. We have a ton of iguanas back here. Okay, it's gonna jump on my shoulder. I was like, okay, I need to move back to LA. I thought I was gonna continue doing acting. I thought there was something gonna be. Hi, Shelby. Shelby's gonna make a little.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have Shelby join us, like the way my dog joins us randomly. Shadow.
She's looking for lizards.
Oh.
So then
were you born in Cali?
I was born in Cali.
Oh, okay. So you were born in California. That's what I was wondering. I was like, because you've been everywhere. So I was just like, she's like a nomad.
I was like, she's been in Albuquerque because we were reading your blurb, and we were like, wow, she's been all over the place.
And then Switzerland, I was like,
yes. So I was before MMA. It was hockey. So hockey was Vancouver and Switzerland, and then but I finished my degree, and then I moved to Maui, and then from Maui when I came back, it was I was just doing photography, and I wasn't working out, and I got to the most weight that I had been ever in my life. I was 155 pounds. And I fought at 115, so
that's a big jump.
It's a big jump, right? And now I don't walk. I'm around 125 to 130 right now, which is I feel like normal for my height and everything.
Yeah.
But 115, 155. I felt bigger than what I should feel like, and so I started to get into a kickboxing gym just to get back into shape, just to do kickboxing. And the coach was like, you should really try fighting. And I'm like, I'm 28, I'm too old, I can't do that. I wanted to do that, but that was 10 years ago. I was 18, I started doing boxing. I'm like, no, I can't do this. And he's like, no, you were a professional athlete. You have that skill, you could do this. And I'm like, you don't think I'm too old? And he said, no, I don't think so. So, but he's like, you should do MMA.
How do they scout that stuff? Did you just have really good form? once
he
you
saw
started?
me. Yeah, he saw me kicking, I guess, and he just was like, yeah, you know, you just.
That's it,
I
you're
could
the
see
one.
it. I could see it. I could see it in you. I just can see it in you.
Maybe
and
the
then,
drive also.
Yeah, yeah, and then he was like, okay, well, you need to start doing jiu-jitsu, and I'm like, okay, let me.
Okay.
I don't even know, like MMA. What does that mean? Like, what is MMA?
Yeah,
Like,
you haven't
I'd
done
seen
anything,
UFC,
yeah.
but not or like understood what is MMA. Oh, mixed martial arts. Oh, okay. And I've had a friend in Maui show me what a triangle was, and I was like. I could not wrap my head around it. It was so foreign.
If you don't know anything, let me show you a triangle.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's
right.
that's what jiu-jitsu is. Like, yeah, I was so confused. Like, I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
I mean, maybe a back take would have been better.
Yeah, or an arm
Or an
bar.
arm bar.
Yeah, maybe
I
an
think
arm
arm bar
bar,
is like the
that's
first thing I learned.
That's like the introductory
Not a triangle,
submission.
yeah.
Not a
Or a
triangle.
hip bump sweep.
Americana.
Or something.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No,
so
triangle.
he shows me that, and then so then fast forward.
So you
this
agree
coach,
to do it,
okay,
yeah.
so it's like Halloween in LA, downtown West Hollywood, which is like it's like the biggest adult parade. They close the street down. It's
like
just
a block
insane.
party, yeah.
It's like huge. So I go and I invited a couple of the coaches that were there from the gym, and this Brazilian coach was like, "Oh, I want to go too." Okay, so we all go. And on the way up there, he's like, you have to fight. Like, I really think that you could do this. I think you could, like, you know, make a living out of this. You want to be an actress. Like, you look at Gina Carano. She was just kind of like, she hadn't even started acting yet, but she was really big in the scene and just getting a lot of attention. He's like, this is your way. This is your way in to the Hollywood scene. So I'm like, you know, that's a good point.
That's a good point.
You know, yeah, okay, so... I started doing jiu-jitsu. I found like the hottest guy in the possible gym, you know, youngest, smallest, like, I know, just because I thought like this would just be a lot easier to do it with someone that was cute. I don't know. Okay, I'm just being honest, okay?
Okay, I get it.
If I gotta look at you, bro,
Yeah.
if I gotta look at you for many hours of training,
Because I've never like laid on someone before, so I don't want to like
Also
grab
that.
this like gross guy. And it was gi, mind you, it was gi, but still like I'm like, oh, like I don't want. I just had a phobia. Okay, I have like a germaphobe type of thing. So I was just
That's
like,
yeah, no.
so I was like,
yeah,
okay.
you're particular.
So I picked a guy, but then after a couple days, I was like, okay, now I can go with anybody because I just started to really like it.
Okay.
And then
You
it
just,
didn't
like, fell
matter.
in
It
love
didn't matter.
immediately.
Yeah, then it didn't matter. And then I realized, oh man, girls doing it with girls is so much better. Whereas at the beginning, I was like,
So
I don't
nice.
know what's worse. Like, I'm straight.
Really?
Like, yeah, because at first I thought, oh, wrestling that close with a girl, I thought was really uncomfortable. Like in my original beginning of it, because it's so intimate.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Like it's
and I'm a
very
guy.
like physical.
I'm into
and,
guys,
like,
so
I'm
I
into
was like,
guys.
you know, it would be just easier.
Oh, I'm a hugger, so I'd be hugging like everybody. So.
But now I'm like, shit. I would just train with all girls all day, all the time. You know,
Interesting.
because it's just so much better. But
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
that you thought.
at the
I've never
beginning.
thought of people thinking of it that way. Like being uncomfortable with that. I thought it was more just like, not even because it's a girl you're being intimate with, like just the intimacy overall.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think like being a straight woman and rolling with another straight woman would like feel weird.
Most women doesn't. Like most women prefer having other
Yeah.
women to go with right away. It's really weird that I also grew up playing hockey with boys, and I just been around more men. I think just growing up and like
When you played hockey, was it on a boys'
I played
team?
with both, but I played with more men than women.
Oh.
I played like in college. I played with women, and
Damn, that's
professionally
aggressive,
it was
though.
women.
Don't they
Yeah.
like get
Yeah,
aggressive?
Yeah,
These guys are like tackling you on the ice. Like,
Yes.
yes.
Full contact.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was hard.
Jesus.
That's why fighting was like, oh, I can go against
could do
a
this.
girl who's my weight, not just like a guy that's 200 pounds coming at me hard into the
Interesting.
boards.
Well, you did say that it was like your segue into Hollywood.
Yeah,
weren't-
you were like on reality TV.
I didn't know that. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, and I got to do a couple like stunt movies and TV
Stunt movies?
TV
Really?
and stuff. Yeah.
That's cool. What kind of stunts?
So did you guys see this show Kingdom? It was on.
I think I saw a little bit.
Eventually, it was on Netflix. I don't know if it's
The
still
Viking
is.
one?
No, it's an MMA show.
Oh,
it was
no.
like it was
Oh,
about
no,
like
but
these
MMA,
girl.
never
It was a
mind.
girl and
My
then
husband saw it though.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
husband did watch it.
I fought one of the main characters. So it was a
You
girl.
were in a scene and everything?
It was through like in.
I'm gonna look that
in
up.
So I got to
Kingdom,
fight.
guys.
That was really hard. It was really
that
hard.
was hard. Yeah, because it's like choreographed fighting.
Choreographed, yeah. She beat my ass.
She choreographed
she
beat my ass.
She beat my ass. But it was Joe Daddy was the coach. He was, or the stunt coordinator. He created it. It was fun. It was really fun.
That's super cool.
So I did that, and then I got to do a hockey one, where I played hockey. I was against. It was supposed to be Ryan Reynolds, but Ryan Reynolds wasn't in the goal, but it's supposed to be. And then that was like, it was called Van Wilder. It was
I remember Van Wilder. I love that one. Yes.
Yeah.
You're
really
in
old.
that?
So I'm when Tara Reid's like playing hockey, that's me.
That's so
it looks like her.
stinking cool. I loved Van Wilder. So
Is there more than one of those?
Cool.
No, there's a bunch.
Yeah,
I think.
there are.
So which
It's
one is
original.
it?
The one with
original.
Ryan
Okay,
Reynolds.
yeah.
Yeah.
With
Okay, I
Ryan
don't
Reynolds.
remember.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up
Yeah.
too. That's so cute.
And then let's see. Oh, and then there was I did some.
I've always wanted to do acting too. You know,
Really?
yeah.
You should still do it.
It just looked so difficult to get involved in. I was like, man, to climb that ladder, and like I like drama and like theater, but
You could
I
still
never
do it.
like went to school for it or
Yeah.
anything. So I never pursued it, but I always liked being on stage.
Yeah. If you have time, you should like audition for like a theater.
Just randomly
yeah.
just show up like I have no experience.
Yeah, they totally. They'll work with you. The director will work with you. They need people all the time, like community theater and stuff.
Yeah, community theater
Yeah.
constantly.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I do community theater. That actually sounds really fun.
Interesting,
I've never
yeah.
even thought about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should
But
go
just 'cause
together.
it's
We
fun.
should go
I'm not
together.
trying to
It's
be
really
famous
fun.
just because it would be
Yeah.
fun.
It's really fun.
I mean,
Yeah.
but who knows? Watch somebody's just there and you're like, yo, you should be in my movie.
That's
You
what
never
I'm
know.
saying. Well, no, then
I don't know
you
if that's
realize
the way
you're a
that works,
natural. Well, that it could.
Really?
It could. I mean, it has.
We live in
happened.
Miami.
It
you
could
know?
happen, but what
Big
really
names.
happens too is like you go, you learn how you like it, you get better, you get opportunities, you try out for other things, and you get opportunities. I mean, there's always.
Yeah.
Things.
I've always been
There's
down
always
for a
things, yeah.
reality show too. Like I don't
Yeah.
mind being on a reality show that you get money or you do games or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I think I just want to be on TV.
Yeah.
I think I just want to be on TV.
I actually, so
it's cool.
talking about the Ultimate Fighter thing, I did have like a friend reach out to me when he saw that I had posted we were interviewing
Yeah.
you, and he's like, "Man, I remember when she was on the Ultimate Fighter. She like the other girls kind of bullied her though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she's like the other girls kind of bullied her though.
Why would they bully you?
They just were really insecure. They were really unsure of how to deal with themselves and do anything. You know, it's like
Because you're all competing, right?
yeah. But I even
like-
after I lost,
Oh,
even after I lost,
they were still like,
they still yeah.
like just ragging on you.
Like I would be sitting in over here, and they would just be over here talking shit about me.
oh,
and
like just next to you.
Oh yeah, just like talking shit, or they would say something, or I would talk to the production, and they would like just start making noises whenever I talked.
Oh, to like not let
Just-
you like be heard, I guess.
I mean,
Interesting.
insane, like act like
Okay, so
children.
I was going to
Acting
ask
like
you if that was
children.
fake because I was like,
No,
it was so bad that
children.
like
I
it
think
sounds
like
fake.
children.
really like children.
It was
I
real
like,
drama.
real drama. They
That's so
at one point they
crazy.
started bullying. So, and to me, I was like, "You guys are so dumb. Like, get out of here. I'm not even giving you my power. Like, get the fuck out of here." But when they started doing it to another girl, I felt really bad because she had like talked about being depressed, and she
Oh,
had talked
no.
about having like an eating disorder, and she talked about all this stuff. So I'm like, you know what?
That's not cool. Yeah,
It's not cool.
exactly.
And so I went out and I started talking to some of the other girls. I said, you know what we need to do an anti-bullying campaign when we get off of this show about these stupid bitches. And I started talking about them, and then I went out to the hot tub with my girl Tisha, and I said, and then they came over and they're like, "Hey Heather, we hear you're going to start an anti-bullying campaign about us." I was like, "Yep, that's right." And they started bullying me about it.
Like, do you guys
They go,
see
"We
how
heard-
this is coming off?
Yeah, they're like, we heard that you said you think you're ugly and stupid. We never said that. I'm like, what? Do you not hear that? And I'm like to Tisha, I'm in the hot tub, and I'm like, I hope they're getting this on camera. Like, I hope
they're
this
getting this
is
on
gonna.
camera.
I'm like, this is so ironic. Do they not realize what
No,
they're
I
doing?
don't think they
They're
realize.
so dumb. And till this day, I don't think they ever realized because they never
this day.
played it. They never actually showed that scene.
Oh,
So like,
interesting.
it's just. It
Interesting.
blows
Because
my
it's not
mind.
good for the story.
So what was that girl's name? Was
No,
her name
no, they made me
Amanda
out-
something? I
They
think?
made me
Or
out to be
Angela.
Angela Magana.
That's
They
the
made
one.
me out to be this like, annoying, try to be leader, try to be whatever. But like, I'm a natural leader. That's
I
who
was
I
gonna
am.
say that like you've been coaching since like the
Yeah.
get go.
Yeah, like
and you're
before
still
it was even
coaching.
jiu-jitsu, like you were
Yeah.
teaching
You were teaching surfing.
classes.
Yeah,
I've
you're
always
just like a
been.
natural coach and
Yeah.
teacher and
and
guider.
then, and
Guider.
just like trying to bring people together. It's just who I am. And then they got upset because
you were doing
you
good,
know,
I guess.
good. Yeah, I mean, I think they were worried that I was, you know, who knows if they'll ever. And I say that with confidence only because, again, I was training with Miesha Tate. I was training with Robert Follis.
Was that at that same time?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
And before that, didn't you also train with like Holly Holmes and stuff like
Holly
that?
Holm, Michelle Watterson, Julie Kedzie. Like I've
A
put
lot of big
myself
names.
in places to train with the best women, the best coaches, my whole career, and that gave me the confidence that I had walking into that. Like I was on fire.
And they didn't have that
No.
experience.
And then I tore my ACL on the show.
And then I tore my ACL.
Yeah.
Damn. Also, that's how that ended, I guess.
Well, so it happened. Rose Namajunas took me down and tore my ACL, and I heard it pop, and I get up, and they're telling me I'm faking it. They're like,
the
there's
bullies,
no,
or
yeah,
like
all the bullies on my
the
team.
bullies?
Yeah, they're like that you're faking it. So like, I went to
Why would I fake an
I still
injury?
fought. I still fought with it torn. I went to the rink, to the arena by myself. Nobody came. No one helped me. They didn't cheer for me when I came out. Nothing. I went out there. I still ended up fighting with a torn ACL. I lose decision. Afterwards, I go get an MRI. I come back on the show and I show them, hey bitches, I tore my ACL,
Right.
and they were like, oh my god, like what? They're like, we're so sorry, for like 5 minutes,
And
For
then right
5
back to being
minutes, and then they
bitches.
And
started
then right
bullying
back
you
to
again.
and then right back to it. I was like, are you serious? So 3 months later, finale comes around and they asked me to fight Beck, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it
Is that
with
one of
one
the
leg.
bullies?
Yeah.
Is that one of the bullies?
It was her, Angela Magana. So
Beck
Tisha,
and
who is like
Angela.
we call us the Storm Sisters because she's the tornado and I'm the hurricane.
Storm Sisters.
I like that. That's
Oh yeah,
cute.
we saw Hurricane name. Yeah, okay.
And she had to fight Angela Magana and I had to fight Beck, and those were the
That's
two that were
hilarious.
like the worst at
Tag team
fucking
battle.
with me. And so I was like, I'll fight her with one leg.
I'll fight her with one leg.
And
How'd you do
I beat her
All right, good for you. On
Right,
one leg.
girl.
on one leg.
On one leg.
That's
Very
goddamn
Karate
right.
Kid of you.
Yes.
Very what?
Karate
Kid.
That's man, she deserved it. Whatever. She's probably even more like, damn, bro. And she was down a leg, and I still lost.
Yeah.
So
I had to do it. I
had to do it.
I was like, after that, oh man, they were just so relentlessly annoying. Yeah, I guess more than anything. Like it
Yeah.
just drove me.
And how long was that whole thing?
6 weeks.
Oh my god, 6 weeks of torture.
Damn.
Oh my god, you have no
6 weeks
idea.
of
Like
torture.
That's a
nails
lot of
on a
drama.
chalkboard, you know. And I
Yeah,
I
you had
just
to live
couldn't do
with them,
anything.
right?
Mhm.
Ugh.
Would you do it again if you had to?
You
If you
know,
could,
I
forgetting
mean,
about age or whatever, like if you could do it again, would you do it?
I don't. It's so many people have asked me that, and I think I've said no every time. But it's like, did I have a lot of lessons? Did I learn a lot of lessons? Would I go into it differently, knowing that it's like, am I going into it knowing what I know now? Like, you know, I would like so many things. And it's funny, I dated a guy who won season 14.
Oh.
So like I knew a little bit going in on how things were going to be, but he's crazy.
But he's
And
great.
so like,
Well, and the dudes were really crazy with what they did for drama.
yeah.
Because I think when I stopped like watching, it was like someone had peed in someone's fruit because they
They
kept, like,
tried to
Ew.
say they
stealing
were
it.
doing
Yeah,
that
it
shit
was
to us
really,
too.
really
People were,
gross.
like Angela was like fucking with our food and stuff.
Oh
And
my god,
Yeah.
what is that's not normal.
That's what I'm saying,
Like
it's so
decent
immature.
human behavior.
I mean,
so
to
immature.
be fair though, like we're talking about like getting in cages and fighting. It's not normal.
Right, but we don't gotta be throwing our
I
feces
know.
at each other.
Yeah.
No one said anything about
Well, they're
feces.
peeing in fruit cups, so it's basically the same thing.
yeah, it's fucked
Would
up,
you do
man.
something petty like that if someone kept stealing your fruit?
Is that why they did
Yeah,
it? 'Cause
that's why they did it,
Because they were stealing
the
my
fruit.
fruit, so they peed in their
So-
fruit.
yeah,
No, bro,
exactly.
I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that
I
either.
wouldn't
No,
do
I
that.
wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do
either.
that
I'll
either.
probably just throw the fruit away or eat the fruit.
I'd
Eat the
I
fruit.
would just say, fuck, what the fuck? And I'd be like, hey, tell the producers, like, put this shit, you know, make sure
Yeah,
it's
man,
funny.
like that's annoying as hell.
Come on.
So after all of that chaos, jeez, and drama,
So much
unnecessary
drama.
drama.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it was still like it's still a cool story. You know?
There were
like,
some
at least
fun
there's that.
moments.
Yeah,
There were
some
definitely
cool
some
moments.
fun moments with,
It's an
like,
experience altogether.
Tisha and JoJo Calderwood and Randa Marcos and what's her name? Oh my gosh. See, I have the worst memory.
okay, me
She's
too.
right there. She lives here in Miami.
She's right here.
Oh my gosh, why is my brain like that?
Don't worry
It's
about it. It
probably been a long
happens.
day. She had a seminar earlier
have a
today, guys,
seminar.
with Miesha Tate. How was that?
It was amazing.
What'd you guys do? Like, what happened? What was
Oh
it?
my
How does
gosh,
that
she
help?
taught
Like, she
the
do
coolest
jiu-jitsu?
stuff. She taught wrestling and jiu-jitsu.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
she
the
taught
good
a wrestling takedown. just concepts and takedowns all around. Just like talking about stapling people's knees and or not knees, but legs to the feet to the mat when you're going for a takedown, because they can't. It's like hard for them to move, and really going with like what they're giving you and finding. Oh, she had a great way of putting it, but just like feeling the pressure and going with the pressure rather than trying to move against the pressure always. So like people are like, oh, but at double leg you go this way, so like I always got to go this way, even if they're falling that way. It's like go that way.
You go the way they're falling.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
go with the forces of the universe.
Yeah.
Gravity says go this way.
Yeah. So she showed that, and it was great. It was really it was really cool. It was
I'm sorry I missed it.
It's okay.
I just paid for that other one. It's so
Next
expensive.
time.
It's so expensive. I've never been to a seminar like that.
Yeah.
So I've only done like the single, one person teaching some jiu-jitsu
It's gonna be a lot.
It is gonna be a lot. I'm excited because
Write
they're
it
doing a lot of
down.
open mats too. So I'm excited for that to like roll with all the girls. It's at 10th Planet, Portland, or
It's
whatever.
gonna be amazing.
That's going to be a really fun event for you.
I'm
Yeah.
very excited.
Yeah. What's his
Very
name?
excited, guys.
Phil Schwartz is amazing. His gym.
Oh, it's his gym. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's also the one that hosts the event.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
asked him for
Yeah.
permission to talk to them over there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
He's
all
awesome.
good. I got the okay. Yeah.
Sweet.
Super excited.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah, write it down. Write everything down. It's hard to remember it.
So you retired from MMA in 2018, right?
Mm-hmm.
What made you finally?
Unfortunately.
What made you do it?
Was it the ACL, the torn ACL?
No, it
No,
wasn't.
she kept going after.
Yeah, it was after that. I got a concussion from a guy going. We were supposed to be doing like light technical sparring, and he decided to light me up. I was never the same. Still haven't recovered.
Really?
Still haven't recovered.
That is so sad.
Yeah, but it all happened for a reason. Like I ended up opening 10th Planet Denver a month and a half later on 11/1. So on
What made
November
you do
11th.
that?
I just was like, so a couple months before I had fought in July, and then it was September. So I was getting ready to fight, thinking like November, but September had come around. I had just quit my job. My boyfriend was like, "Hey, just train. I want you just to train. I'll take care of things." And then all of a sudden, now I don't have anything to do. I'm not training. I'm not working. I'm like, we talked about opening up a gym. Like, let's open up a gym. Like, and then it's something that I can continue to do while I'm fighting.
Exactly.
Because it just went along with it.
It's more training.
Yeah, it's more training, exactly. So I felt like if I had some downtime, that was a great choice. And so we started looking for a gym where we could rent space from. And then we found a CrossFit gym and moved in and started everything effortlessly happened.
It just felt right.
It felt right. And then one thing led to the next, and it was a lot of work. And then eventually we moved into an MMA gym, like 6 months into it. Actually, we got kicked out of the first CrossFit gym because of me, I guess.
Because of me, I guess.
What got you kicked out?
Or I got kicked out, actually, more than anything. Like, she'd actually sent a letter saying, like, I was no longer allowed to be there. We had to send a letter back saying she couldn't do that. I just told, they kept, like, opening up the door during the winter and, like, or keeping the door open because they didn't have a shower there. It was a CrossFit gym, and so they didn't want people to sweat, I guess. And so they would try to keep it really cold in there. And I'm like, you guys, we're on the mats and shit with bare feet. Like, we need some type of warmth.
because there's jiu-jitsu mats there and you're rolling.
We would put our mats down for our classes. And then there'd be like 1 or 2 people doing CrossFit, and they would do the open the door from, or the trainer would do it. And I'm like, I'd be constantly turning the heat up. They'd be turning it down. We'd be like battling with the heat. And then the door opened, and I was like, I would have discussions with them about it because I was like, no.
And they're just like, yeah, we don't want to deal with this anymore.
Yeah.
No.
So
We want to leave the door open.
I was threatening, apparently.
Yeah.
That's what they said. I don't know how I was so threatening.
All right. Then what brought
So then
to-
you got your actual gym then.
So
Yeah,
then,
then you got
we
the
moved into the
Denver
MMA
gym.
gym.
Okay.
Yeah, well, then we moved into an MMA gym, and then we didn't get kicked out because of me, but we got kicked out, and they saw our success, so they were like, okay, we want to do our own program. And then they started doing their own program, of course. And so right before COVID, it was like right before lockdown, which was perfect. So we didn't have anywhere to go, anywhere to rent pay rent.
Bad for them then.
Yeah.
They
bad for
chose
them,
to
not
start
so
a
much for her.
curriculum
Mhm.
in the
Yeah.
pandemic.
So then we started doing stuff out of our gym. I mean, of our one-car garage. We did 5 classes.
That was like the thing in the pandemic.
Yeah.
Jiu-Jitsu in the garage.
5
Garage
classes,
jiu-jitsu.
4 people a class. So people
Oh.
were getting really good because they
Wow.
were like,
It's
you
like
know, private.
personalized attention.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very exactly it's basically private
Yeah,
because
it
you have
was.
4 students like
Yeah.
come on.
So we did that for a couple months, and then we started looking for a gym, and we found the gym, and it started getting, you know, they started doing all the reconstruction and stuff like that, and it came out amazing. Oh my God, the way that we designed it. After 2 years, we got this space, and it's got like a mural that I had put into it. That's
The
just,
gyms have.
it's
So pretty.
gorgeous. It's so amazing. The whole gym I had built the boxes, like the cubbies with this guy that worked there, or that was our student. So like we traded, and I mean, I like hooked this place up. It's amazing, but it's not in mine. It's not mine anymore.
It's not- what happened
it's-
there?
What brought you to Florida?
Yeah,
then?
like what
So
made you leave that
after
beautiful
4.5
project?
years, I got my black belt on 111 and
On
111.23, and then
You got your black belt on January
Last year.
23?
Uh-huh.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you. And then Connor and I broke up, who was my partner in Denver. He was the black belt originally.
Oh, okay, that makes
Dang.
sense.
And then in March, at like the beginning of March, I think, and then like the end of March, I moved here. I was just like,
What made you
So,
come to Florida?
okay, so
I guess
my-
it's kind of like Cali a little bit. You miss
But it's
Cali
not.
a little
I
bit.
want the beach. I definitely like the beach, and I wanted a beach. I wanted to open a 10th Planet by the beach. My brother had just moved out here from Denver to West Palm at the time, and he just really liked it. He was like, "It's so beautiful." He would show pictures or videos of Shelby running on the beach and just like how amazing it was. And I was like, okay, well, I actually booked a ticket to come down here. I was going to do a seminar at West Palm. I mean, Pompano, Tempe Pompano, and West Palm Beach as well, Tempe. And I was like going to come check it out for 4 days. And then like I realized there was no checking it out. There was packing my shit and leaving. And that's what I did.
All
I was
right.
like, I don't know. And I left so much there. I don't even know what I was just like, this is one of the hardest things that I'm ever going to have to do, is leaving my gym that I built from like literally the ground,
Yeah.
and all my students and the love of my life.
Damn, yeah, it's a big,
All
it's a
at
big
once,
change. Yeah,
it was
it's a
like
big
I had
change.
to like it's like I'm taking a Band-Aid off,
100%,
right?
just
I was
rip it
like,
off.
let's
And
go.
It's like almost all like a clean slate because
Everything's
all the ties are
gone.
Yeah.
So and not knowing, like, I had some money, he was buying me out, but I had no idea where I was gonna go or what it was gonna be like here. But I was like, I'm gonna be fearless and I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just, all the signs, all my like numbers, all my,
Yeah, follow the numbers.
Yeah, my numbers
Follow the
were
numbers,
telling me,
guys.
my angel numbers were telling me I was on the
Like,
right
yes,
path
yeah.
over and over again. They still do. You guys, I literally, my odometer last week was the B trip, and my actual odometer was, so the B trip was 55555. No, it was 5. So it couldn't have been 50. It was 5555, and then my speedometer was 55,555. It was 5555.
A bunch of
all
fives.
of them were fives.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? Like, you've never in your life seen something like that. It's like, okay, what's going on?
I saw it the other day. I saw the same repeating numbers I've been seeing, like ones and twos,
I've been seeing a lot of ones, twos, and threes.
Yeah, and threes also.
Ones, twos, and threes.
On my freaking prescription count, like how many prescriptions I verify. I'm like, I've never verified that many prescriptions, like ever. And then 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I was like, what the? That's
See?
weird. But I've been seeing them
It
everywhere
tells you,
too
yeah.
for my stuff.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy. Yeah, follow the numbers, guys.
Follow the numbers.
They know what
Yeah.
they're doing.
Do you feel like going from setting up Denver to setting up Boca, was it an easy transition though? Because like you had already set up a school.
Oh my
They
god.
Because you
kinda
went
knew
through
what to do.
all those trials and tribulations
Yeah.
when you were out in Denver, going from your the CrossFit gym to the MMA gym to then your own thing.
And I thought I was going to have to navigate all those things. Sorry to interrupt you, but
No, no,
like
you're good.
I didn't actually have to do that because I thought I was going to have to get a partner based on the amount of money that I had, and I had to live on that money and like the money that you're going to have to get a commercial spa and a
the
guarantor
areas, like,
and
not
the
the
areas
cheapest.
and all this stuff. I was
Yeah.
like, ooh. Originally, I was going to go to Fort Lauderdale, but the area between Tempe, Miami, and Tempe, Pompano put me by the airport. I was like, not feeling the airport.
Not
It was
feeling
not-
the airport.
and then there was the flood happened. I was like,
Oh, my
oh,
God.
it's not a good spot. So I started looking up towards Boca. And you guys will not believe it. I mean, if you don't know the story already, it was so crazy. It was just so meant to be. But I started looking on LoopNet to look for commercial spaces. There was this commercial space off of Yamato in Boca, and I was going to go look at it. I was with my friend Rose Gracie. We were actually starting a photography business together, or she had one, and I was becoming a part of it. We were building it together. She was like, let's go look at that place you showed me in Boca. Like, let's take a break. So we go over there. In the shopping center, there's a place called Combat Club. I was like, oh, well, I can't open next to a MMA school. Like, that's going to be, they're not
that's
going
a
to allow
problem.
that.
They're
Yeah.
not going to allow that.
So, like, let's go. And I'm like, you know what? Let me go check it out. So she stays in the car. I go look at it. And there's, like, 2 people in there. 2 people in a gi. And I'm like, it's 6 o'clock. Like, what is going on? This is
in
strange.
the space that you're looking at, not at the combat
In
place.
Combat Club.
Oh, in the
Combat Club. Yeah, it's like an MMA gym.
Oh, so you were checking out that before you checked out your space.
Yeah. I was
Okay.
like, well,
Yeah, just to, like,
there's no
see,
point
like,
because
see
there's
it.
no point to see the other space now if there's a
If
MMA
they're there,
gym.
I see.
So I'm
I
like,
see.
maybe I could rent space from them or whatever.
okay.
You know, I'm thinking
Start that way.
Yeah, start that way, like we did with
Right.
with Denver. So then the next thing I know,
He's like, "We
I was
leaving."
like, hey, like nobody's here. Can I have the number of the owner? Like, what's happening? So I get in the car. I tell Rose. I call the owner. He's like, actually, you know, there was a franchise and the guy left and I'm running it, but I don't really want it anymore. So like, why don't we meet tomorrow? So we meet the next day,
Like,
and he's
a
like,
show.
I want to sell it to you,
Perfect.
like key,
Perfect.
like turnkey,
Awesome.
everything,
Wow.
and I don't need the name, I don't need nothing, I just need. So he
just need the
basically
space, yeah.
sold me the members, the
Sold
mats,
me the members.
the members, the mats,
Nice.
the
Talk
bags,
about kismet. That's perfect.
the
Yes.
laptops, the TVs.
You're like, yes, this is
the
where
everything,
those numbers at.
everything, everything.
So
That's
perfect.
so perfect. Yes, of course you would take
There
that
you go.
opportunity. Of course.
And it was a pretty good deal. I can't lie. I'm not going to say how much, but it was a good deal. And I've
Oh,
gotten
yeah.
since new mats. One of my students actually
yeah, those
gave
mats are
me some new
beautiful.
mats,
The gray
which is
ones-
great.
those
Yeah,
gray ones are
they
beautiful.
just gave another.
They look like wood, like
Wow.
that fake wood.
They're
you know,
beautiful.
but they're mattes.
Yeah.
They're really nice. So
Super pretty.
they yeah. So I've been really it's just been one blessing after the next, and
Yeah.
I haven't done any marketing or anything. And I have 103 students.
Oh
Nice.
my God,
That's
that
a
is
lot. That is
growth.
great.
That's so
And you just opened it
Just
not
good.
that
in
long
June,
ago.
yeah.
That's crazy.
So
Amazing.
So it was the hardest thing you ever had to do, but I mean, it looks like it might have led you to greener pastures.
absolutely.
I mean, yeah, it definitely
It's-
looks like
it's-
that's where you needed to go.
It's
Yeah.
definitely been.
Because it's all just like fell into your
It
lap.
literally fell into place
Yeah.
perfectly. That's such a. I love that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I for
I'm
real
happy
love
for you.
that.
You know,
That's
and there's
really
been
nice.
some, it's not like it's been easy or like the transition was easy or the getting over the ex was easy or,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
want people to be like, oh, it was just so easy. And
No,
then
no,
it's like,
no, no,
oh
no.
my
No,
God.
the opportunities were easy,
The
but
opportunities
you still had
came,
to go
but
through
I
all
had
that
to,
stuff.
yes, and I had to go through them fearlessly and
Yeah.
know that I was going to come out on the other side, held by the universe. But it's been really scary. And it's been, I've dated some and I've had some relationships and things that haven't worked out. And it's like, it's just, it doesn't mean that like everything's always going to be perfect. So when things go astray, don't like, oh fuck.
Don't, like, give up on
yeah.
everything,
Don't give up on
yeah.
everything, yeah, because it's certainly gonna not always be sunshine and rainbows,
Yeah.
right? But
I wanted to ask, were you like nervous about being like the head instructor as a female and owning the
100%.
gym? Because that's not common.
yes,
And then teaching all these dudes,
Yeah.
also they might not respect you. It's like, that's what I would have been worried about. Like, oh God, are they even
100%.
going to want to learn from me? Like,
100%. I had all of those thoughts, and like when I was getting a gym, I called Travis actually, who's working for me now, and his wife Nick DeLee. Before opening a gym, I was like, I'm gonna need another black belt. Like he's a brown belt, 10th planet black belt, but I called his coach. I was like, when are you gonna give him his black belt? I really would love to have like another brown belt or black belt next to me, like to
Yeah.
have. And then I thought that's what I was gonna need. I was like, there's no way a guy's gonna come into a gym and just sign up under some girl. There's no way.
True.
That's what I thought. No,
It's true.
it's bullshit though.
It's
not.
bullshit?
It's bullshit. People do it.
They're not terrible.
So I thought that, and then as I was leaving Denver, I started getting people coming up to me and telling me. I gave them like 3 days notice.
Okay.
They came up to me and like told me stuff, wrote me letters, gave me cards, things that said to me, it didn't matter that I was a woman. Okay. They gave me the same respect, if not more respect, than some of the other male coaches. Okay, and like I couldn't believe the love and support that I was getting from these people, and they gave me that confidence walking into this. Now, here I am. I got a gym. Travis is still not able to come yet. I've got a gym. What am I gonna do, right? I had thought about pre-sales. If I got a space, I was going to do pre-sales like some of the other 10th Planet guys have done. But how am I going to go to pre-sales? I'm going to meet people. They're going to see me. How are they going to do? Like, I had the same thoughts, right? Didn't matter. It didn't matter. I started. I opened it. I ran it just the way that he would have done it, or any man would have done it. I'm the first woman in the 10th Planet system out of 200 gyms that have done it on their own. There's other women that have done it with partners, men.
But you're the first.
But I'm the first woman to do it on her own.
Congrats.
And that gave me the, like, I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to do it. And there are men that literally walk in the gym. They do not know that I was a fighter. They do not know that anything about me. And they just fucking sign up. They don't even, they don't even, like, they just give me their money. They're like, I've heard about it. Like, I want to join.
Nice.
That's it. Nice. And then, and like, all my students respect me and know, like even me, you know, Miesha coming in and seeing her and, like, she said something so poignant today. She said, my coach, Robert Follis, said, he said, if I can walk into a gym, I'm going to cry. If I can walk into a gym where there's a woman head coach and I can learn from her, then I know she's really doing it right, because she's doing it against bigger men. She's doing it against guys without power. She's doing it with technique. So if she can do it, then I can fucking do it.
That's true.
That's so that's beautiful.
True.
Right?
Yeah,
like,
that is really nice.
It's so true, and I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, well,
and I didn't know he said that either. He passed away like 6 years ago. Aww. So yeah, so it's like, you know, that's just, it's like, right, like, and we don't realize that men think that way of us. We have this like imposter syndrome.
Yeah,
right.
Like, who am
I? Who am I? But these men actually, they see us and they think like if we're doing it, they can do it. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way that we can do it and they can be like, oh, I can't do that.
Like if she can do it, I can.
Yeah, 100%. There's no man that can 100% do that. You know, that, or that's going to be like, she can do it, but I can't. I mean, there are a couple guys that tell me like the
too much
plunge.
Ego. Yeah,
they're like, nah, I can't do that shit. Like she's badass. Like I can't do that. You know.
I do feel nice when like even though like they're the lower belts, like the dudes, when they're like, oh my god, like thank you so much for showing me that and explaining them, like,
and they don't treat you any different.
Yeah.
It's all in your head.
Yeah, it's in my head.
It's totally in your head.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? And I made that up too. I totally made it up.
I guess, I don't know, I guess we just feel that way because since
it's
the
the way
like
we
male
were
dominated.
built.
You think it's just the way we're built?
It's the way we're built. It's the
like we can't be
goal.
Like a man will never listen to us because we're always seen as like below them.
And there's gonna be some. There were definitely some men that had issues.
I mean, yeah, you're
you know, that didn't, and they didn't even realize they had issues. You know, they were just like argumentative or always had an excuse why they were doing it wrong.
And didn't want to listen to you.
And I think it's just like mommy issues.
They just didn't want to listen.
Yeah, just didn't. And but I don't think it was because they were guys that like I was actually friends with them, and like they respected me on another level, and I know they respected me. But when I taught them, they were still like argumentative.
It was different. Yeah, it's just different.
It's just it's a trigger. You know, they can't learn because of maybe something the way that their parents or their mom or somebody.
Something.
Mm-hmm.
Something's missing.
I wanted to ask you, have you ever competed in jiu-jitsu?
I've only had a couple jiu-jitsu competitions, and that was like really, like white and blue belt.
And how long have you been training?
Since jiu-jitsu? 2008. So almost 16 years.
I'm mad.
But I want to do one this year. I'm definitely doing Worlds.
Oh, okay.
I'm definitely doing Worlds.
Gi? No gi?
No gi. No gi.
Oh, yeah, it's a Planet JK.
Yeah.
I actually forgot for a second.
Benny,
I mean, I've been seeing some 10th Planet. My friends, I have some 10th Planet friends that have been training gi. Yeah. So I was like, I guess they're, I don't know, maybe they're just interested.
I have a girl who used to do gi at BTT, and now she trains with me. And she asked me, she's like, will you corner me this weekend with the gi? I'm like, I'll do my best.
I'll do my best. Can't promise anything though.
She's like, okay.
I mean, if her jiu-jitsu is not very gi oriented, where like she uses a lot of grips, it's fine. It's very translational. Yeah. But if she uses a lot of grips.
But if the other girl does.
She just needs to know how to break them.
She does, but I don't know.
break the grips.
I know a couple.
Just yell, break the grips.
I know a couple. Miesha also said today, she's like, gi is like riding a bicycle with handlebars. And no gi is like riding a bike with no handlebars. It's all hips.
Like with your hands. Oh yeah, like your hands. It's all in the hips. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. You have to like balance a lot more because the gi. Yeah, you have to. You can hold something.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Isn't that cool?
That was a nice analogy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, so then how do you go about? So she does gi, but like okay, let's say the no gi people. Since you haven't competed too often, like how do you deal with helping them out with like the anxiety and
I've
like,
competed.
just
I mean, just
overcoming it.
in MMA, obviously.
You use the same
competed,
methods?
Yeah, same methods. And I've coached a ton of jiu-jitsu tournaments. You know, in Denver.
Oh, okay.
Got a ton of students who competed, and I cornered MMA. I've cornered amateurs, pros. I've cornered in the UFC. So I've cornered like all
very
levels.
used to like at least coaching.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I feel good. I feel really good. Being
comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
Nice.
More so than like I'd like to do some pro matches if the right ones come my way as
For
well.
jiu-jitsu?
For jiu-jitsu.
Cool. Like a WNO or like one of those.
Like maybe a main character
Or
or I
main
just
character.
commentated for them.
Did you enjoy? Is that your first time commentating?
For jiu-jitsu? Yeah.
For jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I'd done some MMA, but I've never done
Oh,
jiu-jitsu.
did you have fun?
I
You
loved
looked like
it.
you had fun.
I loved it. I really
yeah,
loved
we were
it.
watching. It looked
I
like you
got
had
I
fun
got
up there.
told off apparently
Wait, what?
one because okay, so the commentator, I was my host. He said I had asked him when it was one of the people were kind of stalling or whatever. I said, "Hey, have you noticed like the girls who wear shorts a lot these days? Like back when I competed, yes, in MMA we wore shorts, but like spats was more the thing." He's like, yeah, but some girls wear, those are like professional shorts. And he's like, but some girls wear like the spandex, like the not so professional,
And
right?
the scrunchy ones.
And I said,
The scrunchy
he's like, yeah,
ones.
like the ones that show their tushy, he said. I was like, yeah, the scrunchy ones. I go, but they have nice tushies. And he goes, yeah, I'm not going to say
You
that.
said
I'm like,
they have
I
nice-
said that. I go, yeah. And I didn't say specific. And they weren't the girls that were competing on the
But were
on
you
the feed.
bringing up just the shorts to say that?
I was
the
saying
tushy
if
looked
it, I
nice?
said if somebody
no.
I said if somebody was wearing those shorts, the scrunchy butt ones, then they know they have a nice tushy.
Oh, yes,
and
yes.
they're trying to show their tushy,
Yeah.
which is 100%. And I have no problem saying that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that.
Okay.
And but someone was like, she was sexualizing the girls and da da da. And I'm like, first of all, I didn't
then
say
you can
one
say
person.
that, but then if you say that though, then the same thing can be said for the person wearing the scrunchy shorts.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to sexualize
But
it.
it's no problem. Wear what you want to wear.
Yeah.
Show what you want to show. I think they have great tushies. Show your tushy. Have you a nice tushy? Whatever.
I mean, guys
don't
come
care.
out topless.
Yeah. what's the
Sometimes in their
difference?
underwear, and they fight in like just little shorts.
Hey, if I have a nice tushy and I want to show it, and I wear scrunchy shorts, and they look good, that's my power to do that, and I have nothing wrong with it.
How would you feel she started like twerking right after she won with the scrunchy shorts?
That's her vibe. That's
If
not
that's her
hers.
vibe, yeah, it's not my vibe.
Yeah,
No,
it's
They're like, that's fine.
But
too.
I would be like, get it, girl.
Get it,
Right?
girl.
I'm all about it. And that's the
So-
thing. I wasn't sexualizing anybody. I was straight up saying, like, yeah, I like, there's nothing wrong
You were
with
just
it.
acknowledging that more girls are wearing shorts. I don't like wearing shorts because I just like
I don't
they
either.
just don't
I like
fit
my
me
knees
properly
covered.
when I'm grappling. Like it rides up, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I like the bike shorts when I'm grappling.
You
Those
do?
are comfortable enough.
See?
Yeah, those are
Oh,
comfortable.
I don't
your
like them.
your thighs are different from mine. Mine,
Okay.
they are. No, like
they
when
are.
I wear shorts.
Everybody likes different.
No, yeah, when I wear shorts, they just ride up a lot. Yours don't ride up.
No, the bike shorts hold on.
Yeah,
They
mine.
hold
No
on.
matter what shorts I wear, they just ride up, and it's just awkward.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I always like covering my knees.
Oh,
That I
also
get,
the
though.
knees
I
too,
get
yeah,
that.
because it hurts on the mat
Yeah.
after a while. Also, I don't like all those damn mat burns.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, some girls like shorts.
So that was all. Otherwise, it was a great.
Did
it was
he
a great
bring
time.
it up with the shorts thing, or did you bring it up?
No, I brought up the shorts, and
Oh,
then
okay.
he brought up that some girls wear
The-
short shorts, and
yeah.
I said, oh yeah, but
Short
the girls
shorts,
that
yeah.
wear the tight
scrunchy
shorts,
ones, yeah.
I'm like, those girls want to show their butts. If you're in a match on television, it's televised, and you're wearing biker shorts or scrunchy butt shorts or whatever, you want people to see your butt. Otherwise, you would wear something that didn't accentuate it, right?
Just like the dudes when they like show off their chest and they're like, yeah.
But I'm
I'm
all
so
for
buff.
it.
I'm
I
so
am-
buff.
Your problem
yes.
wasn't that they were doing it. You were just
No.
acknowledging
Yeah,
it.
I'm all for it. I'm like, do what you gotta do, and
I'm
I'm
all
not
for it.
sexualizing it. I'm not saying it's sexual. I'm saying it's beautiful. The body is beautiful, and do what you feel you want to do. I'm all for it, whatever. That's how I feel.
But okay, like in general though, that event seemed like next level to me. Because we're like watching it and all of a sudden we're like, is that a flame dance?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, and then a belly dancer. I was
know.
like, what are all these long ass intermissions though?
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were kind of
The
long.
aerial
That was like an
dancers?
8-hour event.
11 hours. Well, I was
11 hours. Oh my lord.
Yeah. They should have had more. He needs like more people.
I mean, we don't need
Or
the
more
dancers.
commentators.
We definitely don't need the dancers. Like, we just wanted to keep it moving, you know? I mean, just play some music, and that's it. And a few minutes go by, maybe 5. Remember, that was like 20-minute intermissions.
Yeah.
I was like, I had to fast forward. I'm sorry I didn't watch them, but
You saw it.
I
It
saw
was
a
pretty
little
cool.
bit. I was like, what's going on?
That's why
was
there was
cool.
a couple where I was kind of like just like glued to the screen.
It was crazy.
It's very
Her
entertaining,
hair. I was like,
but-
how is her hair not on fire?
How was it? Oh, yeah, that's the same thing. I'm like, oh my god, is it going to catch on fire?
I think
Because it was
they
really
spray it.
close.
They have like a
Oh, flame or
flame.
something. Interesting. Oh, only one plane interruption. That was
It's
good.
not bad.
And towards the end,
Yeah,
too.
I think we asked all of the questions
did,
we
we asked
wanted
everything.
to ask. Yeah, I just checked. I'm like, oh, we asked everything.
And we hit all of them like naturally, almost like
Yeah.
throughout the conversation. Sorry, I
How was
can't
that
talk
for
now.
you? Did you enjoy that
Yeah.
conversation?
I'm glad that I got to
Meet us
share
and,
my
and talk
share
to you.
and now I get to want to meet you guys more and learn your stories as well. So
Yeah, I want to visit your school too. I want to visit like so many schools and just like, I don't know, just roll with
Also be a
everybody.
nomad.
Yeah.
Also be a nomad.
Yes,
Gypsy.
please do.
Jiu-Jitsu gypsy.
This guy's just doing circles now.
What?
Literally.
Okay, he just knows that we're done, so he's just like, whatever, they're done. It's fine.
He is actually
I could
doing
just have
circles.
fun now.
That's a really cute little plane though. I want to do circles in there too.
Oh, she just started exercising. Can they see her? She's
No, I
hiding.
don't
She's hiding. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up then. You know, the sun's going down anyway.
Yeah.
We
I'm
did
just,
have a
like, here
nice
for it.
view, though.
I know.
Beautiful with the
Isn't it
pool.
amazing?
It was actually very relaxing. The temperature was nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice out here.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. Different change from my meditation room, which is where I normally record. Yeah, it's full of like stones and statues.
Okay.
Yeah, I just saw her. I was like, wait,
Oh, there
she
she
moved.
is. She's getting her workout on.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Well, thank God that he didn't.
Yeah, do it throughout the entire interview.
Right? Oh my God.
Well, everybody, that was Heather Jo Clark. I hope you enjoyed that conversation as much as we did.
Thank you.
That was
Thanks
very
so much for
exciting.
listening and for joining us. And thank you both for coming all the way up to Delray.
No,
and,
thank you for letting us poke and prod at you. That's
yeah.
great.
And letting us into your
Yeah.
home.
And sharing personal details with us. That's
Yeah.
really great.
No,
It's really, really
Yeah.
nice to have you on here.
Yeah, I actually
pleasure.
really enjoyed. Thanks for
Thank
agreeing
you.
to talk to us.
Of course. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. For you guys, don't forget to follow us on all our platforms, YouTube. If you don't follow us on Instagram yet, follow us there. We do make a lot of announcements there, especially about a tournament that we're going to try to host in April. It's very exciting. If you check out our page, you can see the rules set and sign up. It's going to be cool. Hopefully some of your students could sign up for that. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
It's a whole new rule set. It's like
cool.
yeah, it's like a modified like EBI with like round robin, I guess, but not really.
Okay.
Where you collect points with
Okay.
subs,
Oh, great.
but the position, the rounds are a different position each round. You don't get to choose it.
Oh.
Yeah, and the first one, do you know Russian cowboy? Okay, saddle.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Everybody has different
saddle is
names.
honey hole, yes?
Basically,
Yeah,
yeah, like
okay.
where you can fall into exactly where you have the
Shit, I don't
leg.
even know
Correct.
saddle. Saddle's honey hole, right? Okay.
Exactly, so many names. So you're holding the leg there, you know, they're figure four, their legs for defense, and you try to hunt for the sub within a minute.
Oh, wow.
And then the next one's like the arm bar position, the next one's the back position.
And
but-
there's belt. Is it by belt?
So there's a bracket, blue to brown,
Okay.
and then there's I'm doing women's super fights, so that would be whatever belt signs up
Blue to brown. So there's
for
a
the
blue-
brackets.
Oh.
Men.
Oh, men. Okay.
Yeah.
So
'cause,
blue. There is so each bracket blue, brown. Blue, purple, brown.
no, so they're together.
Oh,
Blue
they're all
to
together.
brown
Oh.
is together.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
so they'll be battling each other,
Okay.
and then there's 2 weight classes, like
Okay.
165 and below, and then if you're over 165,
Oh.
but capped to 185.
Okay. Okay.
So, I just did super fights for girls because I know it's hard to get a lot of girls to sign up for a bracket, and since it's the first one, I'm like, let's keep it simple. So guys, sign up.
Yeah.
Girls, sign up. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
What date?
cool. That's April 7th.
April 7th.
Cool.
It's actually the day before the eclipse.
Oh, also,
I didn't realize.
I have a date, September, I think it's September 6th through 8th,
September 6th.
Fembasion 2.
Oh, another one.
In San Diego.
In
San Diego, yes.
Oh my god.
So, and then we'll do another one in Boca
I
next
actually
year.
wanted to go there to go to Boogie's school.
See?
Is it at his school?
No, it's at South
okay.
Bay. It's out South Bay.
Oh, I thought she was shushing us.
No, she's centering herself.
She's
Good
ice
for her.
bathing. She's
She's
ice
in the ice
bathing.
bath.
She's setting herself. Okay, so but either way, like that was cool. I'm like, when am I ever gonna go to San Diego,
Yeah,
bro?
see, there you go. There you go.
How weird! I literally said that like yesterday. I'm like,
It's like 6 months away, so plenty
When
of
is
time.
it?
7
September.
months. September.
December 6th to the 8th in San Diego.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think
And
I have a trip.
you
like
wanna know who the
following
coaches
week.
are? Liz Carmouche.
Okay.
Do you know who Liz Carmouche
No.
is? She was the first woman in the octagon against Ronda Rousey.
Oh,
She's also the current Bellator champion
nice.
and a black belt under Eddie.
Eddie Brown.
Or actually Boogie. She under Boogie.
Oh, under Boogie. Okay.
She under Boogie. And then
What was her name again? Luz?
Liz
Liz.
Carmouche. And then Alima Matt McFerrin, she's also was the Bellator champion.
Alima
She's also
McFerrin.
black belt, 10th line black belt. And then we have another girl, Jen Dietrich, she's a white to black Eddie Bravo black belt.
Okay.
And she's about to open her own school. And then a girl named Fabiana George, who is a Brandon McCaffrey black belt. And she competes like local and stuff in Denver, has her own gym in Denver.
Damn, all these ladies. I need to know. There's so many ladies
There's
I
so
don't
many,
know about.
but they're all amazing teachers. That's what's
Yeah.
super cool.
That's why I
So.
like doing this, because we get to meet all you guys and like learn
Yeah.
about all the awesome badasses that are out there hiding in the woodworks.
Right?
Hiding
really
in the
cool.
woodworks.
I'm really excited.
So that's awesome. All right, you guys heard that.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to promote that's happening at your gym, perhaps?
Nothing yet. I have
Nothing
coming
yet?
up. No, just women's only classes every Saturday at 11 a.m. and they are free, so no excuse. not to
everybody.
come. For everybody.
Nice.
All women.
10 Planet Boca Raton.
10 Planet Boca Raton.
Awesome. All right.
Cool.
So we can wrap it up.
Yeah, I think we're done.
All right.
We did it.
Thanks, ladies.
So that's it for us.
Thanks for tuning in.
And we're tapping out.
Bye.
Bye.